bridge eggs are overpowered. Let me explain. In the most recent, I think it was the most recent Bed Wars update, along with the prices of many other things, they changed bridge egg prices. Bridge eggs weren't really purchased very often by people because they weren't really worth it. It used to be 2 emeralds for just a single bridge egg. However, that price has now been reduced to 1. Another thing to mention is it's basically just a slow ender pearl for half the price. And it's not like you can clutch with them, or at least people thought. There actually is a way to clutch with bridge eggs, and I do not take credit for discovering it. Misdemeanors, I believe, was the first person to do it. Alright, so I was an absolute idiot while recording this. I completely left out the fact that when using bridge eggs with the price reduction, you can buy 8 bridge eggs with 8 emeralds and use them to combo people. And it's not a waste because they're so incredibly cheap. But basically, using a bridge egg, you can just clutch over open void. You don't need any blocks, no nothing, anywhere. And as long as... Okay, so let's say someone's fireballing you. While you're still moving upwards from the fireball, just look straight down, throw the bridge egg below you, and then the blocks will place from the bridge egg, and you'll land on them. And you can do this anywhere as long as you're not moving down, because then the bridge egg will stay inside of you while you're moving down, and it can't place blocks if you're inside of the block that it's trying to place blocks in. In my opinion, this makes them very, very worth purchasing, because you can't use them completely in the place of an ender pearl, but let's say someone fireballs you on a bridge. This is a really good example of when I believe you should be using a bridge egg, because it's sort of a waste of an ender pearl to completely pearl when there's no one near you. The pretty much only big downside of bridge eggs, the only one I could think of besides speed, is that if someone hits you off the map and you manage to do the clutch, I'm gonna be like standing right there in the void, and they can still hit me most likely. So they might end up just hitting you off after you clutch, which I think is the biggest flaw in trying to clutch like this. Now, if you're just being fireballed, there's no one near you, unless they're gonna fireball you again, of course. You should survive. And wow, the game has just completely disappeared. And I did do a recording of this earlier, however, my microphone was somehow muted. I don't know how that happened, but I will show some clutches that I did in that game. They weren't exactly clutches, but they were showing how it could be used. And hello there. Your bed's gonna get broken if you don't do something about this, dude. Like, this is a problem for you. Unless you're cross-teaming. Goodbye. I think you should definitely buy bridge eggs now. You should definitely still purchase ender pearls, and they shouldn't completely replace ender pearls because they're just not as powerful, but they're definitely worth purchasing considering the complete price reduction. Like, they can't get any cheaper unless they're going to do 2 for 1 emerald, but that would be actually insanely ridiculous and be way too overpowered. If you're wondering about this crosshair, I just made it with the new custom crosshair mod that Lunar made, where you can literally draw anything in a 14x14 menu, or maybe it's 15x15. I just fell off. But basically, you can draw whatever you want, and people have been doing funny things with it, like Cheetah did the Among Us character and stuff, but it's very, very interesting, and as soon as custom crosshair mods were first introduced, I definitely felt like you should just be able to draw whatever you want. Because you can already do this if you make a pack and stuff, but it just takes a lot of time, and then you have to switch between them. And another thing is that you can't just make a purely crosshair overlay. If you want to change the crosshair, you have to change a lot of other things as well with the crosshair. Oh my gosh. Legendary gifts. I want to get as many of these as I can. I think they might have only spawned at diamond gens. I don't think they spawned at emerald gens. No, they did not spawn at emerald gens. And someone has emeralds. Uh-oh. Though I do want this XP. I don't know if they're at their base or not. They definitely would have voided if they wanted to, so they must be near my bed. Maybe they're just stupid. Oh, I guess I'm voiding. Yeah, I have no idea where they are, actually. Sort of concerning, but I should be fine. I just realized I played the last game on this map. Not the last game, last video. It's fine. And, that's not good. That's really bad, actually. I'm gonna try and track them down, and if that doesn't work, I might have to just abandon my bed and stack up. Because if they have emeralds, that's very, very dangerous. They are at their base. Oh my gosh, you seriously had to do that. Oh no, they are stacked. I think I'm just gonna have to abandon my bed and try and get as much gear as I can, because I'm not gonna be able to beat this guy in a fight. If he rushes me, I'm gonna die. I think that is the correct play to make here. The only problem is that if I go to mid and have a bunch of emeralds and he just decides to go to mid instead of going for my bed, then I'm just gonna die and he's gonna get even more emeralds, which is really, really bad. Hopefully he is really overconfident from that fight, yeah. I don't know if that was the right move. Oh. See, now I don't really care if I win or lose that much. I just want to return these gifts, honestly. Okay, I should at least get my epic gifts. I mean, my legendary gifts. Bang, 240 XP. Let's go. That's really bad. Yeah, so there's all the gold that I needed, so I should be fine on gold now. But, oh my gosh, I don't even care that much if they get all the emeralds and kill me, because I can just get so much XP from this. They wouldn't, like, cross-map fireball me, would they? They wouldn't do that. Right? That would be a really scummy and annoying thing to do. Okay, they didn't, but they probably could have. Are you kidding? Oh, goodbye. Dude, why? Honestly, I'll take that. How much XP? 425. Oh my gosh, the gifts are OP. Honestly, don't have anything else to say. Goodbye.